gather round, because I got a story for you all. This hood is really pissing me off, and I want to take it off, but like, my hair is just, it's standing up, and I'm just like, okay, chill, bitch, I'll put a hood on. That accent, don't ask me what it was, because I have no fucking idea. Alright, so back in 8th grade, when I wasn't disregarding females and acquiring currency, who am I kidding? I'm still broke and I got 0 bitches. More like 0 times 1,000. How is that still 0? So as I was saying, back in 8th grade, I decided I was gonna become somewhat of a badass. In the years before 8th grade, I never really got in trouble. Alright, this hood's making me look like a nun. So as I was saying, my principal knew my mom. So I would always try and stay out of trouble. Alright, so once 8th grade rolled around, I was just like, alright, I'm done. I'm getting out of here. I can do what I want. Throughout middle school, I had a problem with 2 of the lunch aides. They'd talk shit to me. They'd tell me to pick up trash that wasn't mine. And then when I told them it wasn't mine, they'd give me detention. Me and my friends started talking shit back to them. They didn't like that. So about a month before school was about to end, one of the lunch aides comes over to me and she starts telling me,
pick up the trash at the other table.
So I was like,
why? That trash isn't even mine.
So she's telling me that I have to pick it up, otherwise I get detention. So we start getting into it, and she calls me a worthless little bitch. So at this point, I'm pissed. I'm like,
you know what, Miss Z? I'm getting real tired of your shit. First off, I ain't no little bitch. Second off, I'm going to the office. I'm telling the principal, hopefully they fire your ass.
So she tells me there's nothing I could do. It's her word against mine. So I was like, true. I'm gonna go to detention. So that night I went home, I called all my friends because I heard they got in trouble too. So I'm talking to them and I remember on the 3rd to last day of school, that's the last day we have lunch. Now before lunch that day, we were going on a field trip to see the Karate Kid. So when we came back, I figured we'd do it then. So me and a couple of my friends, we were planning this shit for a month. So eventually word got around. We thought the teachers had no idea, except on the day before the field trip, they called an assembly for 8th graders only. So we get to the assembly, principal got up there, and she said, listen, I know there's going to be a food fight. At this point, I turned to my friend and whispered, I have a strange feeling they know there's gonna be a food fight. So we go to see the Karate Kid, and when we get out and get back on the bus, everyone's hyped up. I'm looking at my friends in my Kevin Hart voice like, it's about to go down. I'm telling my friends all this stuff I'm gonna do.
If Miss Z talks to me today, I'll crouch and tiger the fuck out that bitch.
So we get to the school and we go directly to the cafeteria. The principal and the school cop are waiting right there. So they're there to make sure that the food fight doesn't happen. 5 minutes into the lunch, they make the biggest mistake of their lives. They left. So as soon as they leave, I look at my 2 friends that are sitting at a table that is diagonally across from mine. So as soon as I make eye contact with them, I remember I just nodded. That nod wasn't meant to say, okay, go. This motherfucker throws a cookie as far as he can into the air. So as soon as I look down, I see everyone throwing something, except me, because I don't got any food. All of a sudden, out of the corner of my eye, I see something like raised. So I look to my right, so all of a sudden I see this girl, and she has some issues, and everyone knows it. So I look at her hand, and this girl has a glass Snapple bottle. She's aiming it right at me. So once I saw that Snapple bottle, the only thing going through my mind is, if this girl hits me, do I have the right to knock this bitch the fuck out? Next thing I know, she throws it over my head and hits my friend in the face. Better him than me. Next thing I remember is my principal running down the hallway to the cafeteria with a megaphone in her hand. She jumped on a table and started yelling through the megaphone, and then the food fight was over. Psych, someone hit that bitch with a potato and we kept going. After the food fight was over and things eventually calmed down, I just remember being so happy thinking I got away with starting a food fight. Later that day, I come home and my mom's on the phone with someone. I come to find out it's my principal. She tells my mom she interviewed 20 people. They all said that I was the one that planned it. They threw me under the bus. No, literally, like after school, a bunch of kids, they just pushed me in the street and I got hit by a bus. That shit was crazy.